I am the light. Let's take the next few minutes in meditation and join with me, Reverend Anne Ahokangas, in bringing this awareness of light into your reality. So close your eyes and take a couple of long, slow, deep breaths. And as you do, I invite you to begin to let go of anything that does not match love, peace, joy. Recognizing that you may have thoughts and feelings swarming around, but that you are capable of just allowing them to be set aside for a few moments. So I invite you to take a few moments with me and drop into your heart and imagine in your heart there's a light. Not your physical heart, but your spiritual heart. And the light is the light of God. It's the light of who you truly are. I invite you to imagine and visualize a candle flame, or a spotlight, or a torch, whatever you like to imagine as this light. And that this light is warm. This light is wonderful. And it feels like coming home. And it's your direct connection to the Spirit that you are. And as you touch it, it is very healing. And this light is so embracing and inviting that you just want to dive into it and to let it unfold you and caress you and love you and nurture you. And notice now how it just fills you completely, and you feel so comfortable. So safe. So complete. This is your true self. You are tapping in to the true essence of who you are. And the wonderful thing about this light is that the more you focus on it, the brighter it gets, the stronger it gets, the more loving it gets, the more safe it feels, the more beautiful it is. The more it expands. And without even trying, allow this light to expand, to fill up your chest, and just imagine your heart lighting up knowing that it is actually happening spiritually. And as you stop and focus on the love in your heart, everything starts to light up. You feel so warm, so good, so comfortable. And it fills you and balances you and brings about a sense of well-being. And now imagine the light expands to your torso. And where there once seemed to be separate and distinct organs, there is now simply a healing light. Oh, that feels so good. Now seeing this light expanding to your hips, to your buttocks and abdomen, and your groin area, down your legs and your feet, and it expands deep into the earth. And notice how it naturally expands to your shoulders and arms, out your hands, as if you could heal anything that this light comes in contact with. See it move up your throat, filling your head and expanding beyond your head. Now see yourself not as a physical body, but as a being of light. For you are made of this energy. You are made of spirit. And it feels good. And it feels as this spiritual energy expands, so loving. Notice how it extends out in front of you and behind you until it also is to the left and right of you, above you and below you. And now wherever you look, there is light. Wherever you once saw darkness or separation or emptiness is now entirely replaced by this light. Where there was war on the planet, there is light. Where there was illness, there is light. Where there was dissension, there is now this light. Whether it was poverty or lack, it is now replaced in your consciousness by the presence of light, the presence of love, the presence of God, which has always been there, but it is now also in your awareness. So take a moment now to just rest in this healing energy. This is what you truly have been looking for, and it has always been right where you are. And so in this moment, you are experiencing what you were born with. And so say to yourself, I am the light. I am spirit. As me. I am love. And it goes before me, healing and bringing about balance. And it begins within my own awareness. Feel the truth of these statements and know that you can remain in this consciousness even once this meditation is complete, if you choose. I now invite you to bring your awareness back to this room, to this time and space, taking another breath or two, and begin to feel yourself coming back into your body, feeling your body. Notice how you now feel lighter and freer, easier. This is your natural state. As you shine your light brightly, you are the light of love. And take another breath. And when you're ready, slowly wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, gently allow your eyes to open. And as you bring your attention back to this room, join with me in affirming, and so it is. You are now renewed, refreshed, healed, and empowered to live the life you came to live. And again I say, and so it is.
Uh, where, where is this, Marcia? I'm so technically oriented.
That mute light's still on.
How? What will I?
It was flashing.
That bothers me more than having to speak.
So it's on now.
It's on now, so.
Mute light's on, okay?
And this part is all okay.
Why is it not coming through?
Um,
There.
so, so how would I know if I'm on? Should I?
Talk. Go ahead, talk.
Okay, how are you?
Okay, yeah, you're hot.
Okay, so, but I'm on.
Okay, so turn it off. those okay? Yeah. Do you do you happen to have an rock my world? Check 1, 2. Hey, that's on. Grace. Good morning. I'm Agnes and I'm your presider for today. It is my pleasure to be here. If you are here for the first time, we have a welcome gift for you. Please see me after the presentation. 10% of all we receive goes back into the community to bless and serve. And this quarter, uh, donations go to Unity Canada and City Kids. And I have the pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today, Reverend Amy Steinberg, all the way from Asheville, North Carolina. Here you are.
Good morning, beautiful, amazing people. I'm so happy to be with you. I thought I'd start off with a song that you know to really connect us. And this is, the great Karen Drucker. A wonderful way to start the day is always grat, tat, 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 tatitude. Yes? Can I hear an amen? All right, it goes like this. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Come on. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. How about thank you for my friends? Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. How about the health? Think about somebody. If your health is in perfect health, maybe put this energy towards someone that might need it. Yes? My radiant health. Here we go. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Get a clap going. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you. My glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious. Back to the top. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Snap it out with me. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Jazz hands.
Consciousness of the One, the I Am. Today I awaken to the possibilities. I realize Spirit is always with me as me. It is the creative intelligence behind all things seen and unseen. I shape my experience of life, of love, through my own deep loving expression. Today I choose to love myself in every way, remembering I am enough. I am worthy. I am free to make my own choices. I am always guided, and this love empowers my life. Gratefully, I move forward, getting better every minute. Life is good, and so it is.
And so it is. This song goes so well with the morning meditation, and I invite you to join me once you catch on to the very simple melody. I am holy light. I am holy light. I am holy light. I am one with God. Let's try it with strength and love. I am strength and love. Yeah. I am strength and love. I am strength and love. I am one with God. I am one with God. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Yes, you are. I am beautiful. I with God. I am one with God. Back to the top. I am holy light. I am holy light. Beautiful. I am holy light. Big breath. I am holy light. I am one with God. I am one with God. How about that last line? One more time. I am one with God.
The absolute word. This today is love. I consciously radiate love. Love is both a noun and a verb. More than just a feeling, it is one of the highest intentions I can hold, and one of the most sacred actions I can take. Love is also one of the principles that principle in God is. Using the principle of love, I send love from the center of my heart to the furthest reaches of Earth's existence. Love is also a call for action, an invitation to perceive the world from the awesomeness of my divinity and live the love I am. I stay grounded in the awareness that I am 100% divine and 100% human. I consciously send love forth as kindness, gentleness, and compassion. I radiate love using kind words and actions. My loving impulses reach far and wide, spreading light and joy.
Wow. How perfect is that? I even wore the love jacket. I mean, so before I take you on a little journey of a talk, I'm going to sing you a song of mine. This is called Ready to Let Go. And I wrote it during this time of year, a few years back. And so I always love singing it in the fall because it really resonates. And I just love this idea that nature is allowing us to, gracefully learn how to let go as the leaves and those little things that fall down the trees that just sort of let go gracefully. Also, I just want to say about that whole love reading that I love what came to mind is that Rumi idea that ours is not to seek for love, but to see what's in the way, right? What we need to break away and let go of to find that love within. So I invite you to enjoy this tune. Sun shines through my window on an autumn afternoon. Leaves falling down as the wind blows. Letting go, letting go, letting go. You can sing that part with me. Letting go, letting go, letting go. I'm ready to start over. My heart can't take no more. I see myself, but don't know her. Here we go. Letting go, letting go, letting go. You got it. Letting go, letting go, letting go. I'm on a spiral mountain, moving to the place where I can't see the truth of me. Hold my breath and take that leap so I could be free, so I could be free. On a midnight highway, headed to the sunrise, riding with my head high. I'm taking it slow because I know I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to let go. Are you ready? I'm looking to tomorrow. but staying right here in the day. Yeah, you gotta be here now, surrendering my sorrow. Here we go. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Sing it with me. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Ha! I'm on a spiral mountain, moving to the place where I can't see the truth of me. Gotta hold my breath and take that leap so I can be free, so I can be free. On a midnight highway, headed to the sunrise, riding with my head high. I'm taking it slow because I know I'm ready. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to grow. Are you ready to grow? You're going to grow anyway, whether you want to or not. I'm on a spiral mountain, moving to the place where I can see the truth of me. Gotta hold my breath and take that leap so I can be free on a midnight highway, headed to the sunrise, riding with my head high. I'm taking it slow because I know. I'm taking it slow because I know. Taking it slow because I know. I'm ready to let go. Yeah. I'm ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. I'm ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. Sing it with me. I'm ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. Think of something. I'm ready to let go, I'm ready to let go, ready to let go. Something small, ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. Something big. I'm ready to let go, ready to let go, ready to let go. You take it once. How about that transition there? Thank you so much. Yeah, you can clap for the song. Go for it. Songs love to be clapped for. They're like entities, you know. So hi, I'm Reverend Amy. It still feels odd to say for a number of reasons. One, I'm a Jewish girl, and two, I just recently received my spiritual, my religious science license. So it still feels, yeah. One of my ministerial peers is here visiting me, so that is really, really cool. Me and Nick went through it on Zoom together, and it was just an absolute joy. I loved our class. And I love these teachings. I love New Thought, yes? If you're here, you love New Thought. Is anybody here super, super new? I'm having like a thing here where this is blowing away. I don't want it to happen. And I might need my glasses, so. I was trying to make that transition so smooth, wasn't I? And turn the fan this way even? Oh, yeah. You gotta make it the way you like it. Okay. So, hi. I can see you now. Oh, aren't you beautiful? I want to say thank you, of course, right up top to Reverend Ann and Reverend Randy, who's behind all the beautiful things you're seeing up here. And Brenda, is Brenda back there too, I think? Okay, and just everybody who came yesterday, everybody who's here today. I've just had such a wonderful time. I have never once been hungry. I have had the best food, the best company. It's been wonderful. I've had so much Canadian joy, Canadian kindness. I love it. So, this idea of letting go. Let's just breathe in this idea of letting go for a moment. Just take a breath and let it go. Letting go. Another word for it might be allowing. Another word might be releasing the cringe. Anybody find themselves cringing, grasping, pushing, relaxing, believing, trusting. These are words that come to me when I think about letting go. So let's just affirm together. Repeat after me. I release tension. I allow peace. I am sweet freedom. I am sweet freedom. That's my talk title for you today, is Sweet Freedom. And sweet freedom comes when we really don't just believe, but we know. right? We were talking about this the other day. It's the difference between believing and knowing in this presence, this power, this pulse of source. So can you right now in your being really believe and know that there is this loving being that is inside of you, that loves you, that holds you, that you're safe, that you're here, that you're okay, that you're held in divine love? We were talking about this yesterday, and this is something that is a huge gift of these teachings, right? Is to believe in this power, this presence, this love, this light that holds us, that guides us, that this intelligence that is here, always aware, always within grasp, within reach. Do I feel this all the time? No. Certainly not. But when I do remember and I choose, this is what I call sweet freedom. And sweet freedom is not about getting everything right or knowing it all. It's, in fact, a big element for me has been getting out of the way and exhaling after this long season of control, trying to control something. Yesterday at my concert, I felt as if the songs were playing me. I said that yesterday afterwards. I felt very like all the years, all the practice, it just felt like I was surrendered. I was in the knowing, like I trust these songs. I know these songs. And I've played some of them 100 times, hundreds of times. Neuroscientists say that our brains are wired for survival, not for surrender. We scan for danger instead of delight. And so when we pause and we play freely, we're rewiring our brain for faith. So this interesting idea that I know this song, right? I've played it hundreds of times, but how can I let it play me without falling asleep, right? To the message that I'm singing. As people who practice New Thought, sometimes you might find yourself saying things without feeling them, right? Like it's all good, all is well, God's got this, or whatever we say, these platitudes, and it's not, you don't have the feeling tone of it behind it. And I'll tell you what, it shows. It shows up. There's a lot less judgment when we're free. When we're in that sweet freedom, there's a lot less holding on. And it kept coming to me, the Zen student story of which you probably heard. I'm imagining Anne has told this story, but I love the story of the two monks that are walking home down the river, and one of them is the teacher and one of them is the student. And there appears a woman stuck in the river, and she says, "Can you help carry me?" And the elder monk gathers the woman and helps her across. And later the student says to the teacher, how could you pick that woman up and carry her? We've taken a vow of chastity. We don't do that kind of thing. And the teacher says, well, I carried her across the river, but you've carried her all the way home. Let go. Your questionable choices, your doubt, your fear. Amen? So consider this, that you're exactly where you need to be. That is one of my lyrics that I sing over and over again, unfolding in the perfect expression of life. Another quote that kept coming to me, or idea that kept coming to me, was this Martha Graham quote. Again, you may have heard it many times. There is a vitality, a life force, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one you through all of time, this expression is unique. And it is your business to keep it yours, clearly and directly, to keep the channel open. When we keep that channel open with creativity, with kindness, we are literally allowing God to move through us. Science backs it up. We create multiple brain networks light up, the logical, the emotional, the intuitive. Creativity unifies the brain. It's the divine circuitry of freedom in our minds. I'm walking through some scary times. I know you are too right now in the world, and I'm visiting from North Carolina, so you can imagine. In my beloved country, there's a lot of division, there's a lot of fear, and the only thing that makes sense to me right now, to my particular expression, is just to be fully expressed. I am a queer Jewish woman. Just existing in my country can be scary at times. Literally just walking into a store, just being me. And I am reminded of a moment that I had. This is not in my talk, but I'll share it because it's powerful. I was in a store. It was a store owned by a woman of color, a plus-sized woman of color. So we've got all of it, right? And she's amazing. And I walk into her. It was the day that our presidential race happened after, and I walked in assuming that she would be sad, which is totally racist. And I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Oh yeah, we've been through worse." I said, "Yeah, like Bush." And she said, "No, like slavery." And I was very moved by that moment. I was humbled, of course, and I was also moved to remember my own people's history, as a Jew, being in the desert for all those years and all the different things we've been through. And we are resilient. I believe in the good. And so I'm going to keep practicing peace, practicing it within, practicing the good, shining my light. Albert Camus. I've been really into philosophy lately, you guys, kind of fantasizing about going back to school, getting a master's in philosophy because I love philosophers. And Camus wrote, "The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion." You love that? And isn't that what true spiritual practice is? Holy rebellion, refusing to bow to fear, choosing to carry that woman when it feels like the right thing to do. So what does it look like for you to be rebelliously free? Maybe it's saying no. Maybe it's getting dressed in a love jacket. Maybe it is telling the truth gently. Be you as you are. You are matter that matters. I love that. This is the theme of my show, Ministar. Ministar is a one-woman show that I'm taking all over the country. Next, I'm taking it to Florida and Austin and San Diego and back to New York City. I'm spreading this message. You are matter that matters. One of the things that I discovered as I was Ministar is a play, of course, on the word minister and star, because I've always wanted to be a star, a rock star, or a musical theater star or something. And it was the combination of that. Some people think it's mini star. No, it's ministar, right? So I am shining my light as a teacher, as a preacher of this movement. And one of the things I discovered as I was sort of studying stars and learning things, I got a little nerdy and I learned about this thing called nucleosynthesis, which don't act like you know what it is, because you don't. I didn't either. So what it is it's a scientific theory that teaches that anything heavier than hydrogen or helium is not born of this planet. It is born in a star. So the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen in your lungs, it's starborn. So you are literally, and you've heard it a million times, I'm stardust, I'm made of stardust. You've heard it, but no, you are. You actually are. So what does that mean? That means that when you shine, you are living as your nature, right? How cool is that? I just love that. So, and we are beyond the matter, of course. We are not just our matter, but we are matter that matters. And I want you to take a moment to think about something regarding this idea of expression and shining your light, and look at your life. And this is one of the hardest things that I've heard in New Thought churches and centers is, if you want to know what you want, look at your life. Ugh. If you want to know what you want, look at your life. Ooh, that's a hard one. Not your goals, not your Facebook page. People think I am doing so good on my Facebook page. Not your dream life, your life in the mirror. That's what you want. Now, there's no judgment here. Take away the judgment, though, right? Like, I'm not saying shame yourself in any way. I'm saying that every mismatch, every rough patch, every unfinished project, it's not punishment, it's a pause. It's an invite. You're being invited into presence, back into alignment. And this is where I have to go outside of matter to, say that Ralph Waldo Emerson, one of my favorite teachers, said, what lies behind us, what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. So yes, we can look at our lives and we can judge it, but we can also know that within us, in an instant, we can shift, we can change, we can make a new choice. So when you feel that sense of being out of alignment, I'm going to invite you not to judge it, but to bless it, to say thank you. This is my growing edge, to stay awake. Stay awake. The other day my sister called me and she said, "Have you talked to Mom?" And I said, "I did." And she said, "How is she?" And I said, "She is fully Mom." She is fully Mom. And I didn't need to say anything else. My sister and I laughed. And that is one thing my mother has given me as a gift. She is so fully her. And I can try to change her and fix her and give her this philosophy and make her happy. She is her expressed. And I'm kind of asking you, what is you? What does it mean to be fully you? What's your expression? And I'm talking about this inner nature that can be dubbed okayness. I'm going to call it okayness, radical okayness. Sort of sounds like strange, right? Instead of like radical acceptance, no, everything's okay. Like the Western world has made it almost illegal to just be okay. I remember I heard New Thought, Canada, Ken Gordon say one time, when did enough stop being enough? When did enough stop being enough? There was a time, like in our evolution, that all of a sudden enough stopped being enough. We're always supposed to improve, upgrade, exfoliate, optimize. I mean, I love beauty. I could BB cream with the best of them, but you know what? I'm just going to say it's okay. It's okay to sag, to have debt, to be late, to cancel plans, to have it all, to not have it all figured out. What if that's okay? That's freedom. Radical okayness. Myrtle Fillmore is said to have said, "We increase our freedom when we cease judging ourselves and begin blessing all that is." And maybe that's what enlightenment is. It's blessing all that is. Imagine that we start a new religion and it's called "It's Fine." We'll just meet on Sundays and nap. Freedom sort of grows in proportion to the willingness to stay in that awkward middle. The cocoon, we were talking about the cocoon last night, sort of feels like a failure until it releases that creature that flies. Our culture worships outcomes, but spirit delights in the process. My show that I'm so excited about was born out of my own ministry and a creative arts ministry that I have that meets. Nick's come a couple times. We meet on Tuesday nights. If you're looking for something new on Tuesday nights, we meet at 8 p.m. on Zoom, Eastern Time. And we pray, we play, and we slay, okay? So it's like this safe soil to create. We do a lot of doodling and singing and talking and connecting. We have breakout rooms, and we plant and we water, and sometimes we just sit in the dirt. And I also have these like soft goals that I've created where we pick a root and a fruit. We pick something we want to root down inside of us and a fruit, something creative that we want, a goal. And that is how Ministar got born, because of this domino effect where I decided to, it's sort of a long story. I could do a whole talk about the show, but it's about a dollhouse. I talked a bit about it last night. The dollhouse and the journey through the parts and the pieces of the self, sort of like an internal family systems work stuff, but play, right? And that's freedom, to have the safety and the support to be creative and try new things and, not judge it. I have to tell you this funny thing that happened last night as I was in bed. I'm on TikTok. Is anybody here on TikTok? Anybody? I see a young person. No, nobody? Okay. So TikTok is like it's very interesting. I actually invite you to check it out because it can be so creative. Just like anything, your algorithm is going to reflect you. In other words, if you're into positivity, you might see like all kinds of positive stuff. It's cool to me. I'm very into it. So last night, I randomly came across this video that said, if you're seeing this video, you are in group 7. And I've made this many videos, and if you're seeing this, you're in group 7. So welcome. And I was like, okay, hi, I'm in group 7. And then there kept being these videos that because I said it and I commented on it. Oh, hey guys, I'm in group 7 too, right? And so I saw a couple videos, then I went to bed and I woke up and I had like 84 likes on my post and 15 comments. Hey, I'm in group 7, 22 new follows or something like this. And I'm telling you, I have not felt like I belonged so much in this weird group 7 thing idea. And it reminds me of this group of people here, right? Like you guys have this group of people that creates that sense of safety, to be free, to belong. That's what that's part of the process, is finding each other and bumbling. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that because it happened last night. It's really funny. I don't know where it ties in exactly, but another story that came to me to share with you was the story of a friend of mine who's a drummer. Best friend, one of my best friends. He had to learn a bunch of 80s songs for this gig, and he complained to me for like a month every day. Like, I hate these songs, like Poison, like really bad, like hair bands from the 80s, like just really obnoxious, like big. He was just like over it. And the night comes, and he crushes it, and the band loves him, and he gets hired permanently. They want him to be his permanent drummer. And I'm talking to him on the phone, and he's like, oh my God, it was such a blast. It was such a blast. And then he goes, the only thing I really regret was fretting about it, like complaining. Like I complained more than I actually practiced. And I said, well, so what? Like, what if fretting and complaining is part of your process? What if whining is your preheat? And how else are you going to hear your own BS? Unless you say it out loud first. I tell you, in this movement, we have shut down complaining. We have shut down negativity. Come on. Let's break out the complaints again. I'm going to be a complaining world. Complain, brag, feel your feelings, get it out. Because if you complain, especially if you're awake. Now, if you're complaining and you're not awake to it, you can see it. Right? It brings the metaphysical malpractice thing that happened yesterday up. Should I tell the story again for those who missed it? So I experienced my first Canadian fight yesterday. You heard about it. It was between Reverend Ann and Reverend Randy. They were driving in the front. I was in the back. I know. Aren't you excited? Are you on the edge of your seat? And so the traffic we were stuck for a minute, and Randy was getting frustrated, as only Canadians can, by saying, oh gosh, or something like that. I said, oh, it must be I committed metaphysical malpractice. I did. I said, oh, it must be your consciousness, because we're not bothered, And, he was, and then Ann goes, we could really use another lane here. We could get another lane here. We could get another lane here on this highway. And beat happens, and he says, which lane would you like me to get into, dear? And she says, oh, no, I meant we could pave another lane. We could add another lane to the highway. What did you think I meant, dear? It was the cutest fight I've ever seen. It was adorable. And I have it on video. Yeah, I have it on video. I haven't watched it yet to see if I really captured the energy, but it was so cute. It was so cute. And I think all of that, though, is part of the process, right? Like, you get to see yourself, like, having these effects, or hearing something and reflecting that way. And, other things have happened since I've been here that have been like little glimmers or triggers, or why am I bothered by that? Or what does that bring up in me? And how do I feel? If we don't rub up against each other, how are we going to sand each other? That's what Marianne Williamson always talks about, where you like stones up against each other, sanding each other, fine tuning each other. And I love that story of my drummer, because it's like he was beating himself up for complaining. I'm like, okay, that's just like double arrow stuff. Like, stop it. You complained. You had a great time. Now you don't have to complain, because really he's very, very seasoned, and he knows he probably didn't even need to practice at all. He could have just probably sat in and gotten it. So it's kind of realizing that. And I love Jack Kornfield, Buddhist teacher. He says, if your compassion does not include yourself, it's incomplete. So love yourself through the process. Whine compassionately. Just kidding. Amy said we could whine, Reverend Ann. I'm sorry. I'm setting you up for failure here. I'm sorry. So I had something similar to the drummer experience recently where I had a big run of shows. I've had a lot of shows recently where I'm traveling in multiple cities, multiple flights. And, I start to spin out like, because I do everything for myself, write the numbers, book the shows, everything. And it can be a lot. And I had this one particular week where I had like 7 performances or something in a week. And I was stressed out the whole time. And it went perfectly. And I got home and I was sitting there in meditation and I thought, oh my gosh, I stressed myself out. I worried myself for no reason. But I'm glad I did so dramatically because I can look back on it and I won't again. This trip has been like a breeze. Like I just feel I'm in that trust that we're talking about at the top. The letting go, the surrender, the trusting. And this is kind of this idea of the spiral mountain that I talk about in the song, right? That we're going up. We're learning. If you're on this path, it's not an accident. This is your soul's path. And as we go up, I think, and it's hard to say up and down and all that. This is a metaphor. Work with me. But as we go up, it's like we get a wider view. We get to see things more clearly. The view is better. The air is cleaner. It's not like a wheel. It's like this movement. Have you seen that video that was going around a while back about how we see our galaxy as like this, spinning around itself, but in actuality, it's spinning and moving, right? Look it up it's very cool. I've got a lot more. I think I'm probably, do I need to, I keep going? Okay. So you're circling up. You're circling up just being in the seat, actually. So I love that. Keep coming to these centers and hearing these messages and practicing. It's a practice. It really is. The thing that got me into spiritual teaching first was a class I took in college called Psychology and Religion. Isn't that cool? It was before I knew anything about New Thought at all. And we read Man's Search for Meaning, which is the Viktor Frankl book. He survived the Holocaust. And he wrote this, which is so in line with our teachings. He says, man does not simply exist, but always decides what his existence will be. Every human being has the freedom to change at any instant. Isn't that cool? And there's also a part in the book where he talks about how the thing he remembers the most from the time was the people who were walking around offering solace, offering prayer, offering connection, offering care, which reminds me of that. Is it Maya Angelou who said, people will not remember what you said to them. They'll just remember how you made them feel. And I want you to feel right now, you might not remember anything, but remember that I encourage you to sweet freedom. I encourage you to express yourself. I encourage you to whine. Just kidding. So let's just take a moment to ask a few questions to yourself. Go ahead and close your eyes if you'd like to. Just a question for yourself. What does sweet freedom mean to me? What does it mean to me? And we will explore this a little bit more in the play shop if you want to stick around. It's going to be fun. And what can I release to experience more sweet freedom? What can I release? Could it be judgment about my judgment? Don't you love when people judgers? Okay, you can open your eyes. Here's an acronym that came to me a while back. PLAY. Presence living as you. When you're present, living as you, not your representative or your algorithm, but you are free. And in this play shop, like I was saying, my intention is to play together, to get you to do some creative expression where you can feel the presence sort of living authentically. It lights me up when I create. It lights Anne up, obviously, when she creates, yes? And I would love to light you up in the same way. So let's just do a little affirmation again, saying, I am present. I am presence. I live as me. I play joyfully. And now turn to somebody really quickly and just say, you're beautiful just as you are. Tell some. Thank you. Be free. Tell someone, be free. Be free. Be you. Be free. Be you. Be free. Be you. Be free. Be you. Be you. Okay, so now imagine that you're standing at the top of that spiral mountain, and below you stretches out this valley, and just imagine that you have all of your experiences and all of your beautiful moments in your life, like wildflowers. Some are bright, some are thorny. And see it that it all makes sense, that you needed to have that experience. And whisper to yourself, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm safe. I'm cared for. I trust the next thing. Quantum physics really does prove that reality responds to our observation. Consciousness shapes the field. Every time you choose peace over panic, you literally change the field around you. And the stardust that's out there, it's in here. Freedom is a process. It's a practice. It's a choice to choose softness over striving, presence over performance, love over fear. I'm going to sing you another song, and so it is. Thank you. And this song is a cool story about this one. It was my first musical direction job at a center. It was Center for Spiritual Living in Boca Raton, Florida. And I had planned on singing, I think, Somewhere Over the Rainbow the day. And it did not make sense at all with her talk, because Somewhere Over the Rainbow is like over there, right? And this teaching is all about being here, now, right, present. So I wrote a song on the spot. And this is what came out. It almost came out exactly as this, on the spot. Reverend Barbara Lundy inspired it. It's called Free to Turn It Around. It's an older tune. I hope you like it. And it's a reminder that in any instant, you can shift, you can change, you can choose freedom, right? I've been in bondage. I've been held back. I've been imprisoned by thoughts of fear and lack. And I have had anger. Anybody? And I've had guilt. These are the bricks on which my life's been built. But I'm free to turn it around. Yes, I'm free to turn it around. Yes, I'm free to turn it around. Free to look up instead of looking down. Woo! I get so tired of looking down. It's exhausting being depressed. But see, I've been attracted to negative thought. Anyone? And I get so distracted. Shiny thing, shiny thing. I get so distraught. But see, I know that I am responsible. Oh no. For my own life. I can't blame you anymore. I gotta lift my chin up and look to the light. Oh, yes, I'm free to turn it around. Can I get an amen? Can I get an a them? Yes, I'm free to turn it around. I've been in bondage. Not the fun kind. I've been held back. I felt like I could say that here. I've been in prison of thoughts, in prison of my own thoughts of fear and lack. And I have had anger. I've been so mad. And do y'all get mad in Canada? Somebody's gonna have to show me later. These are only the bricks. Oh no, these are no longer the bricks. Yes, these are no longer the bricks on which my life is built. 'Cause I've turned it around.
Thank you ever so much. I really appreciated it. I like your life, your energy. And I'll be there this afternoon. Okay. What was your takeaway today? Oh.
Thank you for giving me the freedom to whine.
Just a little.
Agnes, would you repeat what they're saying? Because people at home can't hear.
Oh, okay. You said the freedom to whine. This is Marcia. Okay.
Freedom to complain to Gracie, and she does absolutely nothing about it.
Okay. Pat says the freedom to complain to Gracie, which is a little dog. She. I'm not
Yes.
talking to. Are you doing the yourself or the?
Yeah, nobody online has said anything yet, so. Yeah. I once had this greeting card that I really loved, and it had this woman that was sitting painting an idyllic scene, and she said lots of people paint and meditate to feel better, and inside it says, personally, I love to bitch.
Basically, Wendy loves to bitch.
I didn't know this would be the biggest takeaway, but hey.
I don't remember all the rest. Okay.
Wait, somebody else had one. That,
The reinforcement of the fact that you can change, that you've got that freedom, that power to change. I mean, it's big and it's hard, but
I could try to imitate your accent. The freedom, the power to change. She has a beautiful Scottish accent. I wish you could hear it online. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Sorry, I did your job.
Okay, and for myself, this is the part that I always get so nervous about. But anyway, there was a lot of points in there. Like the freedom is a process. It's basically there were many other things. It's a choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for supporting our community in the many ways that you do, financially and by volunteering your time, your talents. This allows us to provide these services to you every week. Your giving matters. And would you say with me, divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. Okay, and please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the thumbs up to subscribe. Any videos we post will be automatically displayed in your subscription feed. You can also click on the bell symbol to receive notifications as soon as we publish any new content.
I get to do another song. Yes. Thank you so much for the love offerings. It makes it possible to bring people like me here. So that's fantastic. This is a song of mine that Reverend Ann wanted me to play. It's called Flying on Faith. And this is when I was first taking Foundations 1 of Religious Science, and I was just flying on faith. I did kind of write it with my mother in mind. I'm not playing it in the right key. Hold on one second. What am I doing? I swear I know the song. Go ahead and take through your life. It starts on A. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I wrote it like 15 years ago. Remember how I said I know everything? Now, am I going to fret about the mess up, or am I just going to keep going? Here we go. Yeah. You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you could stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith. That's right, that's your part. I'm flying on faith. Hey, you could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith. Join me. I'm flying on faith. I picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door, not looking back because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today. Today, I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could hurry full of worry, let the fear take you out, imagining the worst overcome with doubt. There's no way to know, knowing is the way today. Today, I tricked you, I'm flying on faith. All right, I picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door, not looking back because the past, it's such a stinking bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon, with the stars up in my face today. Today, today. I always feel a little bit like Neil Diamond right there. Today, today. Anybody? Anybody get that reference? Here we go. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you could stress on the strife. I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. One more time. I'm flying on faith. Thank you.
We are here to pray for you, with you, that is. Okay, there's supposed to be something. Okay. The prayer of protection, and let's say it together. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
This is another request, and I love that you have your singer. It's Emilio, who does my music. That, I cannot tell you what that makes me feel. It's absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I don't know what that accent was. It's absolutely awesome. Let me be intimate with the infinite. Let me be deeply revealed. Yes. One with the knowing, ever present, ever growing. Let me remember what's real. Let me be intimate with the infinite, vulnerable and free. There's that word. One with the sweetness, completely one with completeness. Let me and God is in me. You didn't want to do that part with me? You got shy all of a sudden. Let me be intimate with the infinite. Let me be open to you. I want to sing in the spirit. I feel it. I hear it. I see in your eyes the truth. Falling in love with everything. Falling in love with divinity. Falling in love with everyone. Because God is in you and God is in me. Do it with me. That's that ecstatic love for the divine. Give it to me, give it to me, God. Give it to me, give it to me, God. I am ready to receive your love. Give it to me, give it to me, God. Give it to me, give it to me, God. I am ready to receive your love. Give it to me, give it to me, God. Give it to me, give it to me, God. I'm ready to receive your love. I'm ready. Thank you, Hamilton. It's been a pleasure. And so it is. Amen. Let's eat.